A little tuft of grass just behind the ball, but shouldn't affect the club. Well, a very nicely played shot into the breeze at exactly 230 yards.
Out at the par 5 14th. How about that for a judge under speed? David Bryant couldn't have done it better. Roll it up as sweet as a nut. So a birdie for Faldo and takes into 11. Norman might drop one at the next. So a lot can still happen.
Well, you can see it breaking away to the right, and now it should come back. No, it didn't come back. It started to continue off to the right, in fact. So it's possible a shot could be dropped here just by misclubbing, but taking. And that cheer will go all the way forward to Greg Norman on the next hole.
Solid as a rock. Solid as a rock. The question was asked there, and my word, he whipped the answer back as sweet as a nut. Stays at 13 under.
That could be a winner. It could be a championship winning shot from Greg Norman at the 16th hole.
Oh, right.
Bang. Well, he hit that hard. He knew the circumstances. He's trying to close the door on him, and look at those figures there. Not a drop shot. Not a drop shot, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 birdies. Out in 31. 3 under par coming home. Opportunity here for a 3 is to go to 12 under and still very much in it. Oh, and he just didn't give it enough. The unforgivable sin for him at this stage was to be short.
Wonderful shot by Bernhard Langer. I said he wouldn't lie down, and he really is still in there, wanting one of those big prizes.
Langers would have gone in the hole to have robbed Greg Norman of a title, but Norman seems in control at the moment, and as Bruce was saying, keep an eye on those Open Championship records. Should he finish with a 64, it will be the lowest winning aggregate in Open history. It would also be the best finishing round by a champion, which would also beat Tom Watson's record set at Turnberry in 1977. And indeed,
amaze us. He should still have enough shots in hand. 2 now. They're not going to have a repeat of last year with Cook missing from, it must be said, greater range than that. That could barely have been more than a foot. And perhaps a lapse in concentration. I don't think it was nerves, it was just lapse of concentration, borne about with all the fiddling around as to who to putt first. And a 4 with a muted applause after that.
Looked all right. And if it had been going a bit slower, it might have dropped, but that's the shortest putt I think we've seen missed this week, and what a time to do it when you're cruising. That's a good one. There she goes. Oh, that stopped very quickly. Just pitched into an upslope, but safely on the fairway.
Lots of adrenaline, so he might well have taken one club less than usual. How about that? Thank you very much.
Well, he gave his supporters a heart attack at the last hole, but what a beautiful iron there.
And one almost senses the roars that have greeted every Norman shot for the last 20 minutes have somehow impacted on his.
So it'll be a 4. Oh, remember what happened the last time? That's for 64. Just that miscue at the 17th. Otherwise, he would have equalled the 63 scored earlier today by Payne Stewart. And 64, what about that? Tremendous. Through to the recorder's hut to check the card. Thank you. It's very important. You see how he wanted that putt in. That's the difference. You want to do as well as you can. Second's better than third, third's better than fourth. A 79's better than an 80. Very good championship in Faldo.
'86, Royal St George's, '93. This one's a little bit overdue, isn't it?
Oh, I think so, Steve. But you know, I just played great golf today. I knew coming in here, my teacher Butch Harmon didn't say anything to me about my golf swing this morning, and I knew I was hitting the ball well. And you know, it just feels great to beat somebody like Nick, who's the top of his game, Bernard, who's the U.S. Masters champion. And to come in and win the golf championship was the most important thing to me, because that's what it was. It was just, we all just shot the lights out and we played great golf, all three of us, well, the whole field really. And to be able to say that I beat those two guys means a lot to me.
But it's not only the victory, it's the manner of the victory. The lowest final round by a champion, the lowest aggregate by a champion. All that means something to you as well, doesn't it?
Well, yeah, I mean, it was one of those days, Steve, where I really felt like I never hit a shot out of the middle of the club. It was just one of those days. It was perfect. My concentration was perfect. My feeling was great. I never let anything get ahead of myself. I kept myself in even keel. I never looked at the leaderboard until 17 when I missed that tiny little putt. That was the first time I looked. And, you know, it was just one of those things where I was in my zone. I was focused. I was wanting to do it, and I did it.
What sort of a fright did you give yourself at 17?
Norman.